Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Take a seat. Let's do some brainstorming. Okay? What do you want to talk about? That's a big subject. Is there anything in particular you want to talk about? Well, I'll tell you, through the generations, the American dream has changed. And the one thing that's really noticeable is the way people think they have to reach that dream. Before, I say I'm 66, and I used to didn't think I'm not that old. I used to all the time talk about all these grumpy old men, and you'd hear them complaining all the time. And now I'm one of them. But they really did have a point. And like I say, there was nothing wrong with hard work and smart thinking, and that would help you get to dreams that were unimaginable to most. And that's why we've got all these really cool things coming, that have happened, like Velcro, computers, cell phones. There's all kinds of things. None of this stuff was around, when I was being brought up. And also, all the restrictions, they weren't around when I was growing up. We were able to dream freely with unrestricted dreams. There wasn't nothing we couldn't dream about. I mean, it was we could dream, and we could set goals, and we could start working towards those goals. And those goals weren't, oh, I'll get a job. There's more to the American dream than just getting a job. We can create things, we can do things that are really beyond our grasps. And we set our goals, and we start working towards our dreams. But, you have to, and if you wait, and if you listen to others, they're going to be holding you back all the time. Like, education. The education system. Now, the education system is solely to bring you like this. So this is the way you see things. This is it. You don't see all this other stuff. They just want you to see this. They are forming your dreams for you. They're not allowing you to open up and get after anything you want to go after. They don't do that. What they're doing, the education system, is forming worker ants. That's all it is. I mean, what kind of dreams do you get? Now, what kind of dreams do you have? Oh, I want a new car. I want a new house. I want a big screen TV. That's an American dream? I thought it was funny. They did a survey, and it was some young people, like early teens, and they asked them what they wanted to be when they grow up. And one of the biggies was famous. Famous. They wanted to be famous. That's what they wanted to be when they grow up. And that just goes to show you how there's a big disconnect between the the American people and the reality of life. I mean, they have lost the openness of thought. It's really sad. It really is. Okay. Through my life, I have seen things continually spiral down. Normally it was big and going around. That spiral is getting a smaller spiral. It's getting faster. And boy, I mean, it's really gone now. So what can you expect? I can't see anything good coming out of this. I'm not a big liberal conservative kind of guy. It's too complicated for me. I try to stay with morals. I understand morals. That is something that I do understand. And I believe I have a moral responsibility not only to help myself, but to help others. Like I say, I serve others. You can see it in all of the work that I do. I do my Hoi Chi, working on the body, and like I say, helping people stay safe. And you notice there's no limits when it comes to staying safe. I have no limits. That's because we shouldn't have to live in fear. And that seems like we're getting more and more fear. But what's funny is our minds are starting to think it's not fear, it's just this is the rules, that's the regulations, so we have to do this. Well, yes, many of the people aren't even smart enough to realize when you color outside the lines, like I do, you can be penalized by fining you, putting you in jail, or killing you, just because you color outside the lines. I mean, I kind of think they kind of got overboard on trying to control us. Problem is, many are controllable, and they think the rest of us should be controllable also. So I expect it won't get any better. Yes, it's too late. There's nothing, it's going to get far worse before it gets better. I think it's, if you've seen my videos, I've talked about the voting, writing letters, calling. Whenever you do this to your representatives, it means little. Now they've even made more laws when you protest, and I'm not even a protest kind of guy. When you protest, you can only protest in certain zones, like zones away from the people that you're protesting to. See, the government really thinks they are better than we the people. And what they do is they flex their muscle, and that's where you hear these people say, well, you know, I represent the state, or I represent the federal government, I'm the FBI, I'm the, you know, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. You know, they don't take personal responsibility because They can't. They have to use the power that was given to them. These people think the way to get authority is someone issues it to you. They don't understand that we, the people, were born with the authority. But the problem is, most of us don't act with authority. We allow ourselves to be pushed and prodded and, controlled at every level of our life. We allow this to happen. And when we allow this, then they kind of think, well, maybe they're the ones in control. And that's why we need to figure out how we're going to stand strong. Now, that's people are big in the bitching and complaining. But they say, well, what can we do? All right. The first thing you can do is, like I talk about, the three-man militia. Because you, up to now, haven't done worth a damn. So I would say you need a support system behind you. And that's someone on each side of you with morals and skills and abilities. What's that going to do? That's going to give you authority. You're saying, well, what is three-man militia in gardening going to do by giving me authority? You're not the only one. You might have the gardening militia, but there's another one doing something else, and another one doing something else. And when these other militias need help, they will get a hold of you. When you need help, you will get a hold of them. When these three-man militias all come together, you have power. I'm not talking about get your guns, go shoot them. Even though when I was in Vietnam, I was in the Marines, I was in the DMZ, and we were set up in three-man teams. We had guns, we had skills, we had abilities, we had support systems, and we were effective. Even down here, I used three-man teams in a business situation, and it worked also. So the three-man team militia is based on a workable plan. All you got to do is stop your bitching and start learning something, doing something, coordinating with others, and then you can get things done. But other than that, you can just keep on bitching and complaining like everybody's been doing through my lifetime. But I tell you, we're to the point now that spiral is getting tight and fast. You better get your marbles together. Now, I really enjoyed the talk. I'm more than happy. You can come back anytime. Bring your tea with you, and we'll sit down and figure out more things we need to do. This is Mike. NoStressMike.com.